I would like to mention that the subject control and PID tuning can be very tough and can be very complicated depending on the focus that you are giving to your studies. If you are automation engineer and you need to deal with the equations to programming inside the controller, you need to know a lot about the equations, about the differential equations, Laplace transform, etc. But in the point of view of the chemical process engineer working with plant design and being in the field to run the plant, all of this is not necessary. What we need to understand is that we must define the three values of the PID controller. We need to make sure that any adjustment in the controller will not lead the process variable for unsafe conditions, and we need to verify if our set points for alarms, our set points for shutdown was correctly added to the system. What I do when I am in the field and I need to do the PID tuning is open a graph or a trend where I can see the variable, the set point, and the output value of my control valve, and I open another screen with the screen with the PID fields that I can change. So I do the change in the PID and I verify the trend to see what's happening. If you want to do the heuristic method to have preliminary values to add to your controller, no problem, but they probably will not be the last ones. And you don't need to worry too much about the final values that you have. What's important is not the values, is the stability of your process. Eventually, choose two different process engineers dealing with the same process at the same place will set different values for the PID, but both of them will get reasonable results. So more important that the values have the stability of your system. And remember that what is important is the stability of your process variable. And the valve, your control valve can open, can close. That is not an issue. Not necessarily you will have just one opening to have the stability of your system, because there are many influences in your system. Can be the environment, can be other process, pressure, temperature, if it's morning or if it's afternoon or night. All of these may impact the behavior of your control loop. So don't worry about that. The important thing is work with safe, use the trends, use the PID tuning, and do your best, because this is what we do as chemical process engineers working with plant design.